Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today I kind of wanted to talk to y'all about Dave Ramsey's borrowed future on student loan epidemic. I have to say, if this topic had been talked about when I went to college, man, it changed my life. I mean, the heartfelt of this documentary really struck me to the core because it is the truth. So my story, I went to a community college after I got out of the military. I was actually 28 years old when I decided to go to college at a community college in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I went to Kirkwood Community College and it was cheap. I loved plants and parks, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to be in natural resources. So after that program was over, 2 years, and I really only owed like $13,000, transferred to a 4-year private university in Fayette, Iowa, at the Upper Iowa University, and now, long story short, graduated with a degree, private university, and ballooned up to $50,000. Now, it's crazy because after I graduated, I was not even, so what I went to college for was conservation management and wildlife biology. I have a double major, but it really didn't help me any because they closed the rate. The DNR had a hiring freeze. You couldn't get a job. So basically, I was working for the city basically every summer, and they would lay you off in the wintertime. They would rehire you back. That was my life for 3 or 4 years because I couldn't get a full-time job from the city. And you had to know somebody to get on full-time with the city, and there just weren't a lot of jobs unless somebody retired. So long story short, my student loans were in forbearance for a long time. So that had ballooned all the way up to $120-some thousand, and a lot of that was interest, which is crazy. So in 2016, I was basically sued, and they were taking out garnishments for my student loans. So from 2016 to 2018, they were taking so much that my loans have now dropped like $30,000 they took. Yeah, in from 2016 to 2019. So right now my student loans had dropped to $95,000, and now, sorry guys, my phone is sliding down. I don't know why it does that. So now my student loans, I owe $93,900. So I've been able to pay a little bit even with COVID. I have not stopped paying just for the fact that I don't want to be in debt forever. And $93,000, guys, that's a lot. I don't even make $93,000 a year. So I can relate to this documentary. Nobody ever explained that 6 months after you graduate, you got to start making full payments. And a lot of people, you don't even get a full-time job, or a salaried position for years. I mean, you may not even get your dream job. So that was another challenge. So even after college, they don't even help you with job placement, which I wish there was more of this once you graduate. There's nothing. You're just thrown out there. And so a lot of when I got my loans, I was like, I didn't know about scholarships. I did get the Pell Grant my freshman year, so that was good. And I probably could have gotten it every year, but I mean, there just isn't a lot of information out there to be given all these scholarships and stuff, and nobody talked to me about scholarships. And I was the first person from my family to go to college. My parents didn't even offer any money to go to college, so it was my burden alone. Even though I was older, I still didn't understand the ramification of it. I mean, if if someone had talked to me about the decisions that I would make and how they would still reflect my life, I graduated from college in 2002, and it is now 2022. So that was 20 years ago. I still have these loans, you know. So, I mean, the detriment of that alone, all that money, and I wish I had known. I don't even know if I would have went to the private college and got my bachelor's if I had known it was going to be this much of a struggle, you know. Honestly, I'm working 20 hours plus of overtime a week to try to get out of debt. We have personal loans, we have a car payment, we have credit card debt that me and my wife are trying to get rid of so that we can tackle the very last thing, which is student loans. I want to be completely debt free, and not only consumer debt but student loans. So the student loans for me are going to be the very last thing that I pay off. I want to get me and my wife into a better situation, and she has $60,000 in loans. So we are carrying a lot of burden, guys. So if you haven't watched Dave Ramsey's Borrowed Future, guys, go watch the series. It will change your life, and it will change if you have children that are not yet of college age. Watch it, because it will leave a profound impression, and hopefully you won't leave your children with this burden. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.